Also breaking this afternoon, 2 hours ago, the National Transportation Safety Board made what they call urgent safety recommendations. Of course, this follows January's deadly midair collision between a passenger jet and a military helicopter over the Potomac River. The National Transportation Safety Board chair said her agency wants the FAA to consider the two recommendations immediately. And our Matthew Torres is at Gravelly Point in Virginia. Matthew, she says there have been too many close calls because of this really busy airspace.
That's right. NTSB Chair Jennifer Hamidi really focusing today's announcement on those critical safety issues that she says could lead to another mid-air collision. As the NTSB was investigating the deadly January incident, they learned just how many close calls there were between airplanes and military helicopters in this airspace. Out of the 944,000 commercial flights here near the airport between 2021 and 2024, more than 15,000 of them involved helicopters flying too close. More than half were flying above the altitude limit of 200 feet, and 2/3 happened at night. Just like what we saw in January when that Black Hawk helicopter collided with the American Airlines plane. The NTSB showed us this graph to highlight their concerns at Reagan National. Now, this is not from the January mid-air collision. It is data collected over 14 years. It shows as the plane is landing, the military helicopter, any of it, on its route at the maximum height allowed is only 75 feet away. That's about the size of two Greyhound buses next to each other. The distance between both aircraft gets smaller as they move closer to one of the runways. While there are helicopter restrictions in place until the end of the month right now, Hamidi says the FAA must prohibit helicopters on Route 4, specifically between Haynes Point and Wilson Bridge, while two runways are being used for departures and arrivals. The other recommendation is for the FAA to find an alternative route, which means helicopters could go over some new neighborhoods.
The existing separation distances between helicopter traffic operating on Route 4 and aircraft landing on runway 33 are insufficient and pose an intolerable risk to aviation safety by increasing the chances of a mid-air collision at DCA.
Now, the NTSB is stressing once again that aviation travel is safe, but they acknowledge that there are problems that need to be addressed. Whether or not these close call cases may have been the result of understaffing at air traffic control, the NTSB chair says that is still under investigation. We're also waiting to hear from the Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy, on his thoughts about these recommendations. Simone?
Yeah, to your point, Matthew, this was just a preliminary report. There's a lot of layers still to unfold in this, including the probable cause of that accident. Appreciate your reporting tonight. Thank you.